Hello, what's up and what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Minnesota Vikings franchise rebuild. We are in week number 15 as we get ready to take on those Dallas Cowboys, and two of the biggest stars from the Red River rivalry are here today. Adrian Peterson representing Oklahoma, and of course, Roy Williams of Texas. So we're going to get the football first. Percy Harvin's going to be waiting at his own goal line for this. We beat the Saints last week. Can we string back-to-back wins here with a win versus those Cowboys? Harvin takes him up past the 25. They're going to mark him down at the 28-yard line, and that's where our first-round pick rookie quarterback will lead the offense onto the field. So first down and 10, 13 personnel with 3 tight ends, 1 running back, 1 receiver. And we're going to run to the right side, and Terrence Newman, not known to being the best tackler in the world, makes the tackle there on Adrian Peterson. 3 receivers in the formation now. Dallas got 5 guys right at the line of scrimmage. They fake it to Peterson. They throw it to him, and that pass will fall incomplete. Brooking had the coverage. So now it's going to be third down and 6, and we were able to convert on third down last week versus the Saints. Will that be true here versus the Dallas Cowboys? And I think the Cowboys might have a better defense, but we run the ball. DeMarcus Ware makes that run play minimal in comparison to what it could be, because there was a lane there, and Adrian Peterson, when he gets going, it's tough to bring him down, although he does pick up a first down there. DeMarcus Ware comes in at 98 overall. King hands it to Peterson. Peterson to the left side. Peterson going to get dragged down by Jenkins. Again, another corner not really known for his tackling, with a good tackle there on Adrian Peterson. So second down and 6 now from the Minnesota 45-yard line. I'm going to give the ball back to AD, and AD fighting through contact. He's loose. Adrian Peterson is gone. It was about 3 Cowboys that had him in their grasp, but he breaks through all the contact and takes it to the house. And the Minnesota Vikings find themselves up 7-0. Now that's how you start a football game. Just grounding and pounding, no completions to speak of. I think that's Minnesota Vikings football. We would love to be a passing team, but when you got Adrian Peterson and a rookie quarterback, I think the writing is on the wall. So first down and 10 from the 27. Romo from the gun. Under pressure, gets hit from behind, going to find Best, who we tried to sign in the offseason, but he decided to take his talents to Big D. So the Dallas Cowboys, they come into the ball game at 7-6 with a win over those Philadelphia Eagles. They run the ball with Barber. Barber fighting through contact, and he's a very good running back. He can run through contact, get into the open field with ease. Matter of fact, Philadelphia knows that well. He went 22 carries for 278 yards last week with 2 touchdowns versus those Eagles. He gets the carry here, met right at the orange line, and they're going to bring out the change. Unclear if he got it. If he didn't get it, this start for the Vikings is absolutely phenomenal, but they will say that it is a Cowboys first down. But with a run from Adrian Peterson like we just saw, then you force a 3 and out, I mean, the Vikings will be set up to put a chokehold on the game here in the first quarter, which I don't think anybody thought would be possible. But the Cowboys, they do pick up the first down. 12 personnel out there for Tony Romo. Dropping back, steps up in the pocket and goes down. Pat Williams with the sack. We have gotten most of our pressure this season from the D tackle spot with the Williams bros and Pat and Kevin. Last year it was Edwards and Allen from the edge getting the pressure, but this year's from the inside. That pass picked off. McCauley another. Returns this one to the 42-yard line. Tony Romo. That's not a good pass, and that's not a good look for Dallas. So I'll forgo the 3 and out for an interception. Momentum is still on our side. From the 42-yard line, we get the ball to Peterson. Spin move, breaks the tackle, but now he's deep in the backfield. And there's going to be a loss of around 3. Kiesel, who has sacks in back-to-back games, has a TFL to start this one off for his stats for today. So from the 45-yard line, second down to 14. King gives this one to Peterson. Peterson runs into DeMarcus Ware. You're not going to get away from him too often, even if you are the best running back in the league. So third down and 11 now. The Cowboys with 4 down linemen They're not going to blitz. They're going to rush with 4, and they get to King. Tyler with the sack, and now we got to give the ball right back to Dallas on the 3 and out. So not very good execution on those 3 plays from the Vikings. We're going to send this one deep. It falls inside the 5 and then rolls into the end zone. So that interception by Tony Romo does no harm, and the Cowboys will take back over. Their O-line is one of the best in the league. Left tackle is 83 overall. Left guard is 82. Garrard at center is 93 overall as they run behind that O-line, but Henderson is there for the stop. And then on the right side of the O-line, you got Leonard Davis at right guard. He's 90 overall, and then the right tackle at 81. So 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Romo under pressure. Lets it fly. Caught. Best has speed and gets this one inside the Vikings 40-yard line. 2 catches, 47 yards for him. Yet to see Roy Williams. And again, Roy Williams has the most touchdown receptions this season in the NFL at 12, but that was all about Best right there, getting up that sideline and making a play for Tony Romo. So the Cowboys had themselves in Minnesota territory for the first time today. Romo from the gun. Quick pass to Jason Witten, but a huge hit. And that pass was in his bread basket, but the bread basket didn't realize there was a bomb in it. And it exploded up out of there, hits that field turf, and it's going to be incomplete. Barber gets the carry. Barber going nowhere. Williams with the stop. Best 1-2 punch at the D tackle spot is right here in Minnesota. And we're proving it again today with pressures on your quarterback and stopping your running back in his tracks. So 3rd down and 12, Witten in motion. Romo dropping way back. Romo under pressure. Romo going down. Edwards. No, excuse me. It's Williams who gets in there for the sack. So they had it, I want to say, in field goal range, but the sack knocks them out of field goal range. And again, this start by Minnesota couldn't be no better. The Cowboys are 2nd in the NFC East behind those New York Football Giants, and you'll kind of expect them to beat the lonely Vikings. So 2nd quarter action now, and Minnesota has the football and they have the lead. I don't think we completed past the whole 1st quarter, but that has been the MO this season. It was not so long ago, through the first 10 games of the season, we did not throw for over 1,000 yards. We're worst in passing offense. Total offense, we've crept our way inside the top 27. We're going to run the ball there, and DeMarcus Ware and company is all over Adrian Peterson. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. This seems to be a passing situation. Can we get our first completion of the ball game here? King dropping back. He has time. Still has it. Now he gets hit as he lets it fly. They're going to say it's incomplete. He took a heck of a hit. And we go 3 and out again. So after that incredible run by Adrian Peterson that led to a touchdown, we have done nothing on offense. As a matter of fact, Dallas has to play better on offense, but they have no points to show for it because we keep on getting timely sacks. So can the Cowboys drive into our territory and get some points up on the board is the question now. 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Barber gets the carry. Tough running for 3. Greenway is there to clean him up. Nice job by the linebacker out of Iowa. This linebacker core is pretty good. You got Greenway, Henderson, and Mike Peterson. I'll take those guys into a dark alley any day of the week. That pass caught, and then another big hit. Henderson lays the lumber on Witten, and he cannot secure the ball again, but you can't blame him. Tony Romo, protect your best friend. So 3rd down and 7 now from the 42. I formation. Romo drops back, throws it quickly, caught by Barber, and Barber is not going to pick up the 1st down. So the number 1 defense in the league, that's us, the Purple People Eaters, in all purple today, is living up to that number 1 ranking, just like we did versus the Saints and Drew Brees, as this punt sails into the end zone and rolls out of the back. So we still have a 7-point lead, and we still have a chance to add to that lead because our defense is still pitching a shutout. But the Cowboys' defense has stepped up these last few drives. They're ranked number 11 in total defense in the NFL today. That pass is going to be incomplete. Have Percy Harvin wide open, but 12 and 13 have not been on the same page all season long. It's been tough to watch, and it kind of makes you think that we have to upgrade quarterback after just one season of having this rookie. Peterson, left side, trucking the man. Get off me, he says. First down. He gave the business to Jenkins, and then Brodney Poole, the ex-Oklahoma Sooner, ex-Cleveland Brown, who has replaced Roy Williams, who's also a Sooner, couldn't bring him down after Jenkins got ran over. And I think when you see a man get hit that hard, you kind of pause for a second. I think that's why Poole couldn't make the tackle, just trying to give my man an out. So first down and 10 from the 36. Toss play now to Peterson. Peterson still running people over. Gives the business to Poole again. Kiesel, the ex-Steeler, is there for the stop. So forget the pass game. Just keep on feeding the ball to 28 and good things will happen. Draw play now to Peterson. Mr. All Day breaks another tackle. Hamlin couldn't bring him down, but DeMarcus Ware does. DeMarcus Ware I don't think has missed a tackle all day, whether he's tackling a tight end. Well, he's only been tackling Adrian Peterson because nobody else has gotten the ball. So that's going to be a first down. They bring out the chains again. DeMarcus Ware is trying his hardest, but he can't stop Adrian. 11 carries, 98 yards. Pretty safe to say he's going to get over that 100-yard mark here in the first half. From the 47, draw play again. Peterson, he's going to pick up around 3, and that will put him up over 100 yards. James with the tackle. And his defense, I mean, you have to imagine that they know the run is coming. We haven't completed a single pass all game. Second down and 7. Klein Saucer in motion. 22 personnel, 2 backs, 2 tight ends. Peterson gets away, breaks another tackle, and somehow picks up a yard. They should have had him for a loss of 3. Instead, he's able to work his way back to the line of scrimmage plus 3 feet. So it's going to be third down and 6 to the third down and 9. King dropping back. King going down. James from the middle linebacker spot knifes through the O-line of Minnesota, gets to the quarterback, and if you count the sack numbers, we have negative passing yards, but still somehow have a 7-point lead. And maybe it's because we probably have the best front 7 in the league from top to bottom. Felix Jones from his own 10. Felix Jones turns the corner. Felix Jones, 50, 40. Felix Jones inside the 20, and the Arkansas Razorback takes it to the crib, and Dallas has life. A punt return by Felix Jones. Their backup running back has tied this thing up, and just imagine that backfield. Back in college at Arkansas, you had Darren McFadden, who was all-world. You had Peyton Hillis at fullback, and then, just sprinkling a little Felix Jones. Watson. He's going to take this one up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we got to keep on trying to figure something out with this passing game, because eventually you would think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to key in on Adrian Peterson and stop him. But he gets the carry here, breaks the tackle. He's out the back door. Gets away again. Adrian Peterson. Stop hurting him. 14 carries, $121, and we're still in the second quarter. I mean, the 2-minute warning is coming up, but our 2-minute drill might consist of stretch play right, up the gut left, and dive play to your mama house. Because at this moment in time, our passing game has done diddly-poo, but our running game has been out of this world. So 2 minutes on the clock, first down and 10 from the Minnesota 45-yard line. King has it. King under pressure, throws it, caught by Caldwell. And our first completion is a big one. Caldwell takes it from our 45 to the Dallas 23-yard line. Incredible play there for our first completion. You can see the numbers. Dead last in passing this season. But again, I think King has a decent ceiling. But can he get there is the question. First down and 10 for the 23. That pass caught by Berrien. He makes the grab for a gain of 5. So back-to-back completions after not completing a single pass all game long. From the 19 now. Out of the gun. High snap. King gets it. Throws it. Get your fullbacks involved. Right up the seam. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's big. We answered a punt return to the crib with a big drive and a touchdown through the air. So we continue to just be in ball games. It makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to why it's this way, but it's this way. So it's Kendrick from inside his own 5 up to the 20, up to the 25, breaks a tackle and a big hit at the 29-yard line. Tony Romo, you have 1:31 to do something. The offense has moved the ball decently, but again, they have not scored. And it was like that last week with the Saints. The Saints took the opening kickoff to the crib, but after that, there was not much to talk about with their offense, as Best makes another catch. And he's going to take this one up past the 40 to the 44-yard line, still in Dallas territory. They have all 3 timeouts. First and 10, man in motion. Romo from the gun throws it and overthrows everybody, and it was a bad overthrow. Nobody was even close there. Second down and 10 now from the 44-yard line. Again, the Cowboys come out in the gun. 2 receivers to the right. Jason Witten also to the right. Romo over the middle. Broken up. That looked to be an easy pitch and catch, but it was not to be. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. 1:05 on the clock. Still in their own territory. Can they move the ball in the Vikings territory? They're going to have to if they want a first down. Romo throws into a crowd, and Spencer makes the catch. Move those chains, and the Cowboys burn their first timeout. So 59 seconds on the clock from the Minnesota 41 out of the gun. Minnesota sends a blitz. We get a hit on Romo. He checks it up in the middle of the field, and Watson, the rookie, with the pick, weaving through traffic, has a lane, gets away from Romo, caught from behind by Roy Williams. There's a flag down, and it's going to be holding, I believe, on the return. So, yeah, it was holding on Big Pat Williams, but that's all right. It's a first down for the Vikings as we stop the Cowboys with a pick. Watson, he looks to be a very, very good cornerback, should be a very good cornerback for the next decade. Peterson breaking tackles. Peterson getting loose. Peterson gets away again. Has a block. Peterson, 50, 40, 30. Say bye-bye. Ridiculous. He's ridiculous. You run the ball in that situation because you don't want your young quarterback to make a mistake and give the Cowboys a chance to score before the half is up. But when you have Adrian Peterson, who is your whole offense, a 2-minute drill can consist of just running the ball, and you might still get in field goal range. And in this case, you might blow the game up by taking it to the crib. Felix Jones is back there on this kick return, breaks a tackle, falls forward to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys have 2 timeouts, but I don't think they have a prayer to score on this defense. It has been lights out for a team that, again, has playoff aspirations, while the Vikings are just hoping to get back to 500. Barber up the gut. Barber gets shut down. And this rush defense is pretty good. I thought it might have been maybe a fluke last week going up against a rookie out of Alabama and Davis, who's not the best running back as of right now, could turn into one of the better ones. But going up against Barber here, who had 200-plus yards versus those Eagles last week, has been shut down today. So a 14-point lead for the Vikings. Romo going to try to cut into that thing. We get some pressure. The ball gets popped up, and they're going to rule it an incompletion. And on 4th and 3 with the time stopped, they're going to have to punt this one away. And we got Harvin back there, who is just as dangerous as Felix Jones. Harvin from his own 10 to the 20. And he's going to get brought down by Poole at the 23-yard line. And I say run the ball again. Don't take no knee. Just run the ball with Adrian Peterson and see if he can't hit another home run before the second is over. 5 seconds on the clock. We do give it to Peterson. Peterson has some running room and picks up a gain of 12. He is absolutely amazing. But that is going to do it for the first half of play. The Dallas Cowboys find themselves down by 14. Minnesota, your team is giving you something to cheer about today. So welcome to the halftime report. And we had 2 games earlier this Saturday. It was the Dolphins beating the Patriots 27-10, and those Chargers over the Chiefs 33-28. Larry Johnson, he led all rushers this Saturday with 107. Well, that's earlier this Saturday, because Saturday night has been the Adrian Peterson show. Phillip Rivers over 382 yards passing, plus a touchdown. When it comes to our game, the Dallas Cowboys have ran for a grand total of 15 yards. Adrian Peterson got 16 on this one play. And again, Barber rushed for over 200 last week versus the Eagles. It has not been as easy today versus the number one defense in the league. We have a touchdown pass from Mr. King. 44 passing yards total, though, for the Vikings. Just 58 for the Cowboys. Again, nothing doing for the Cowboys unless you're talking about special teams, and it has been special for them today. Felix Jones from Arkansas took it to the crib, and that's the only scoring for those Dallas Cowboys. The scoring for the Vikings started off with this run right here. It was a couple of big fellas that had Adrian Peterson, but Adrian Peterson refused to go down easy. That was touchdown number one. And then he wasn't done. With under a minute to go, 78-yard touchdown run by Adrian Peterson to break this one wide open. And that's exactly what this one did. High stepping from his own 10 to the crib. And it is 21-7 to start the second half of play. And Dallas, they will get the football first. They got a lot of work to do. Sandra from his own goal line takes it up past the 20 and gets wrapped up at the 24-yard line. First down and 10. Tony Romo got to do something here. Again, just 58 passing yards for the Dallas Cowboys. 12 personnel. They're going to run the ball. Barber, north and south, breaking tackles. Still loose. He broke about 3 or 4 tackles for a 4-yard gain. So he's running hard, still showing some fight out there. Again, they have playoff hopes, being second in the NFC East behind the New York Giants, and now you have a false start. So I guess no matter how many adjustments you make as a coaching staff, I mean, if your players ain't going to play well for you, it's going to be a tough football game, and that's exactly what it's been. I believe it was Colombo, right tackle, charged with the false start. Romo gives it to Barber. Barber breaks a tackle, but there's nothing but purple jerseys in his way. Another tackle for Greenway, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Can Dallas do something, or will it be the story of that Minnesota defense that continues to be told? Romo, screen pass, Barber with blocking. Barber loose, and he gets tripped up at the 42-yard line. His second catch for a total of 17 yards was a big one, as he picks up a much-needed first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Now up to the 42-yard line. Barber on a draw play, breaking tackles, still fighting for every inch. Brought down by Allen and Johnson. Gain of 4 again. So if you can't get the ball to your receivers, get the ball to 24. He's a pretty good option, but we still haven't seen Roy Williams do anything so far today. Barber up the gut. Barber gets met by Kevin Williams, his 3rd stop. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. So 3rd down and 4 from the 48-yard line. Does Tony Romo have another 3rd down conversion in him? Romo has it. Throws it quickly. Caught this time by Jason Witten. Got away from Watson and brought down after a gain of 7. Jason Witten's first reception is a very good one. Romo going to his BFF there, and this time he hangs on to the ball from the 45. Felix Jones gets the carry. Felix Jones is going to fall forward, brought down by Griffin. Gain of 7 for his first carry. You might want to give him the ball a little bit more. I know Barber is an absolute monster, but Felix Jones can be that lightning to his thunder. They're going to run the ball. Felix Jones here, and Pat Williams is in the backfield for the TFL. Pat Williams, Kevin Williams both have 3 solo tackles today, and they've gotten pressure on Tony Romo constantly. Another 3rd down. The third down of the drive, I should say, and Felix Jones to the outside will pick up the first down. McCauley with the stop. 3 carries on this drive for 13 yards for Felix Jones. So maybe the Cowboys can rely on their run game to get back into this one, because, again, their pass game hasn't yielded much fruit. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun now, 3 receivers. Jason Witten, the tight end, lined up at the tight end spot on the left side of your screen. Caught by Barber. Breaks a tackle. Barber is gone. And the running backs we trust is the Dallas motto on that drive. They ran the ball well. They caught the ball well. And the Cowboys have cut the lead down to 7. And I think this is the Cowboys team that everybody expected to see here on Saturday Night Football. So they're going to send this one deep. We have Harvin about 3 yards deep in his own end zone, and he decides to keep it there. And now it's going to be King that comes back out, but it's really Adrian Peterson that comes back out. Again, our passing game not the best, but we have not turned the ball over, so that's big. Peterson gets the carry here, cuts it up, breaks a tackle, and then look at all the white jerseys on the ground trying to bring him down, and that's going to be another first down. Look at the lane just open up. He cuts it up after stringing it to the right side, massive lane. He sees it, puts on the accelerator, and he gets upfield for a gain of around 13 and the first down for those Minnesota Vikings. So first down and 10. King hands it to Peterson, gets caught from behind, and look at those numbers. 18 carries, 226 for Mr. All Day. Had 200 rushing yards in that first half. Absolutely ridiculous. The Cowboys only have 15 in that first half. Peterson going to get met at the line of scrimmage and get stopped right there. So third down and 5. Can Minnesota keep this drive alive? If they don't, you can say the Cowboys might have some momentum on their side. King from the pocket throws it, and it's going to be dropped. So we give the ball back to the Cowboys. We picked up one first down, but it's just going to be a 4-play drive that ends with a punt. And the Cowboys, after scoring a touchdown on their last drive, have some momentum on their side. Jones from his own 25 breaks a tackle, gets a block, and he almost lost the ball as he gets brought down at the 42-yard line. So the Cowboys are just 8 yards shy of midfield. To get a first down, they got to get to the Vikings' 48-yard line. They're going to run the ball with Barber, and there goes Williams again. Now, excuse me, that's Peterson. I saw the 3, thought it was 93. It's 53, Mike Peterson with the stop there. So second down and 9 from the 43-yard line with 40 seconds on the clock. Barber up the gut, bouncing to the right side, runs a man over, but then Allen is there to stop him from picking up a first down. And that might be the last play. They do get back to the line of scrimmage with 7 seconds on the clock, so they could snap it before the third quarter is up, and they will do just that. As Barber gets the carry on 3rd and 3, and the Williams bros are there for the stop again. So fourth quarter is going to start with a punt. The Cowboys, they get stopped going 3 and out after their defense got the ball quickly back to them after a Barber touchdown, and now the Vikings are going to have to start their next drive inside the 5. Beautiful punt and beautiful special teams there by the Cowboys. So it's first down and 10 from the 3-yard line. Dallas has 8 guys in the box looking for the run, but the Vikings go to the air. King throws it up the seam, caught by Percy Harvin. 19-yard pickup. We go from our own 3 up to the 22-yard line. And that's what Harvin can do. Again, it's been a struggle all season trying to get him the ball. As Ware gets in there, they send the blitz, and Ware gets a sack. That's his 9th of the season. Second down and 16 now from the 16. The Cowboys coming with a 2-game win streak. The Vikings are looking to snap that here. King under pressure throws it. It's going to be caught by Shanko, but Brooken with a great tackle, because if he doesn't bring him down there, Shanko turns the corner and gets close to that orange line. So instead of being 3rd and short, it's going to be 3rd down and 12 from the 19. Peterson, north and south. And I love Adrian, but I would love to see Mr. King throw that thing there. But instead, we run it right into the teeth of the defense. And now we got to settle for a punt, and hopefully we can pin him on the other side of the 50. Felix Jones going to call for a fair catch at his own 38-yard line. Still pretty good field position for Tony Romo and for this offense. So can Tony Romo deliver a comeback drive and force overtime and maybe get them their 3rd straight win? Jenkins, the ex-Falcon, makes the catch for a gain of 10, but not quite a first down. So maybe it's a gain of 9 3/4. Second down and inches, I formation for the Cowboys. Marion, the Barbarian, picks up a hard-fought gain of 2 and a first down for the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat the Jaguars 2 weeks ago and obviously beat the Eagles last week. Romo got shaken up versus the Jaguars as he hands the ball here to Barber. And Barber, he will pick up a couple. Watson, good-looking rookie cornerback who already has the pick today with the stop there. So 2nd down and 8 from the 48-yard line. Romo hands that ball off to Barber, and Pat Williams another stop. In that Jaguars game, Romo went down. It was McGee out of Texas A&M that came in and delivered the goods. Had a pretty good game, threw a couple of touchdown passes, no interceptions, and helped them beat the Jaguars. They run the ball on 3rd and 7. Pat Williams another stop. I hope the Cowboys decide to go for it, and they don't. That's a head-scratcher. Roy Williams still has a guy to catch, and again, he leads the league in touchdowns. You would think they would go to the air. Instead, they run the ball. And I like Barber as much as the next guy, but not in that situation. So 3:33 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Minnesota with a chance for their 2nd straight win. Gives the ball to Adrian Peterson, brought down by James. That's his 4th stop of the contest. Pickup of 3 from Mr. All Day. And again, it's been all day for him. I love our backup running backs. I'm not saying that they can produce just as well as Adrian Peterson, who goes up the gut again, gets stopped by Keith Brooken. But it would be nice to see the other guys get a carry. And I've been messing with the coaching philosophy, but no bueno, to say the least. So 3rd down and 4. We're probably going to let the time tick off here. Will we go to the air on 3rd and 4? The Cowboys have all 3 timeouts, and it's just a 1-possession lead, or will we go back to the ground? We will go back to the ground, and Adrian Peterson will pick up the 1st down. Again, he is a cheat code, 23 carries, 239. Absolute baller today. So now I think everybody in the mama knows is going to be running the ball here. 7-point lead, have a chance to take away all their timeouts, and Adrian Peterson might mess around and get a 1st down, and on 1st down, he's going to pick up a gain of around 3 as the Cowboys burn their 1st timeout. That play took 4 seconds off the clock. We're up to the 35-yard line. If you are forced to punt, hopefully we can pin him inside the 20. Peterson to the right side, runs a man over. It was Terrence Newman who made the 1st tackle on him today. Can't stop him here. There's a freight train coming through. I mean, even Spider-Man with all the webs in the world wouldn't stop Adrian Peterson on that one. And that's going to result in a 1st down, and that should be your ball game. The Cowboys still have 1 timeout left, so we will have to run the ball. 1:48 on the clock. But their offense hasn't done anything. You're going to have no timeouts and under a minute to go. Adrian Peterson up the gut. The Cowboys do burn that last time out here. 1:44 now. 2nd down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Offset eye look for Minnesota. Peterson gets the carry. Peterson fumbles. And there's a fight for the football. And it looks like Minnesota has it, and they do. So the drive shall continue. Time continues to tick off the clock, and that should be all she wrote. So Minnesota, we have a chance to possibly get to 500, and that would be a good look for us, as King kind of snapped that one prematurely. Going to leave some time on the clock that we don't want. We should have snapped it close to 1:10 left on the clock. Instead, he snapped it on the other side of 1:20. So I guess he's still learning. And now we come out in a non-victory formation. That means we have to run the ball. And you know that risks a turnover. You know that risk may be injury. So again, a rookie mistake there. But Brad Childress, he could just call another victory formation, but he decides not to do that. But again, we have a chance to go 500. 500 most likely isn't good enough to get to the postseason. We're not mathematically eliminated just yet, but I mean the writing is on the wall. Adrian Peterson, one last carry here. Now we're going to have to maybe snap it and then take a knee one more time. But Adrian Peterson is a player of the game. As for the Cowboys, they laid an egg today, and it wasn't very good to say the least. They still have playoff aspirations, but at the end of the day, with the showing like this, it seems like the G-men are going to stay in the driver's seat. We're going to have to see what Philadelphia does on Sunday as they play their games on the traditional NFL day. College football's regular season is up, and that's why we have a Saturday slot. You have 3 games today, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then this primetime matchup that probably did not live up to the hype unless you are a Minnesota Vikings fan, as there's now 000 on the clock, and the Vikings win. But with this loss, the Cowboys open up the door to Philadelphia to get back to that 2nd spot in the NFC East, but there is a good chance that 3 teams will come out of the East and represent that division in the postseason. Not the most impressive passing game, especially after last week, finishing the first half with a perfect passer rating. But King did not turn the ball over, so I'm not too mad at him. You got Adrian Peterson. Just feed him all day long. Our fullback, another touchdown reception for him. And the defense played lights out. Unbelievable job shutting down Tony Romo. It's been back-to-back weeks that we shut down pretty good quarterbacks, Tony Romo and Drew Brees. Drew Brees obviously missed significant time with the injury. Next, we're going to be taking on those Jets. A battle of 6 and 8 teams. Both teams have hopes for, an 8 and 8 season. That would be nice. And maybe some other people are like, no, just lose these games and get a high draft pick. We do not tank. Tank is not in my vocabulary. So Jets, if y'all want to tank, have at it. The Lions beat them 20-17 on Sunday. So that's why the Giants, or that's why we, the Minnesota Vikings, are still tied for last. Not even tied for last. We are in last place in the North, although we have the same record as the Lions, but they hold the tiebreakers. Titans, Steelers, Chargers, and Dolphins are your division leaders. Dolphins at 7-7 leading the AFC East. Falcons, Packers, G-Men, and Seahawks leading the divisions in the NFC. And again, the Packers are the only team above 500 in our division. So still trying to work out these auto subs, and maybe Adrian Peterson is just a demigod, and no matter what you do, he is going to keep the ball and not give the ball to nobody. But I would like it to be just a little bit more balanced. Just give the other guys 3 to 4 carries apiece. You know what I mean? Let Adrian still get that 20 piece. But hey, is what it is. And then, of course, with the scheme, I'm trying to get Percy the ball, because Percy could be an absolute juggernaut in this game, but hey, is what it is so far. So our next game will be versus the Jets, Jets. I'm kind of using this series to figure out what style of video I want to do on this channel moving forward, because I kind of just love football. I really don't consider myself a gamer, but I like creating content this way with old school Madden and NCAA, and we'll probably see some newer Maddens and newer college footballs on this channel as well. So I'm kind of just figuring out, do I want to sim more? Do I want to do full games with me commentating? I've never really done this style before. So again, just messing with styles, messing with how I want to present content on this channel. On my main channel, you'll probably get the same style of stuff where we edit about 2 different gameplays, put it in the video, and there you go. Sometimes it might be more, sometimes it might be less, depending on the playoffs or whatever. But that's going to do it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you for the Jets game, and tweet me again, my friends. Peace, love. Hot sauce.